Our government has recently announced one of the biggest push ever towards the domestic oil and gas exploration. This company could emerge as one of the largest beneficiaries of the government's renewed exploration push. The company is India's only listed onshore and offshore oil field services company. The company is entering a transformational phase backed by producing assets that generate cash flow and multiple near-term drilling opportunities. The company is India's largest private oil and gas exploration and production company. Hello investors. Today I'm here to talk about the top stocks that will benefit as the Indian government has announced an 80,000 crore oil exploration scheme. Our government has recently announced one of the biggest push ever towards the domestic oil and gas exploration. The cabinet has approved the Samudra Manthan, which is a national offshore exploration scheme with an outlay of over 84,000 crore. The scheme aims to unlock India's deep water and ultra deep water oil and gas reserves, reduce import dependence and attract global exploration companies. But here's the interesting part. Whenever exploration activity increases, it's not just oil producers that benefit. Companies involved in drilling, offshore engineering, seismic surveys, pipelines, and oil field services often see a significant rise in business. Now, let me tell you why India needs this push. India consumes more than 5.5 million barrels of crude oil every day, and this demand is majorly met by importing crude oil. Because of this import dependence exposes India to volatile global oil prices, geopolitical tensions, dollar outflow, and trade deficit pressure. And this new offshore exploration scheme aims to change that. The government is likely to support deep water exploration, conduct extensive seismic surveys, build offshore infrastructure, reduce exploration risk by bearing part of the drilling cost, and attract both Indian and global exploration companies. Deep water exploration in general is very expensive. A single exploratory offshore well can cost more than 1,000 crore, making it difficult for companies to take such risks independently. But by sharing these costs, the government hopes to accelerate exploration of India's offshore basins. Now let me dive into the list of stocks that could benefit from the scheme. The first one is Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. This company could emerge as one of the largest beneficiaries of the government's renewed exploration push. As India's largest upstream oil and gas producer, ONGC is already seeing strong policy support, and the company is gradually transforming into a gas-focused company. Today, they sell more natural gases than crude oil, and the share of the higher-priced new well gas is rising rapidly. To support this growth, ONGC plans to drill more than 500 new wells every year, including nearly 100 exploratory wells, while maintaining a reserve replacement ratio above 1. A major growth driver for ONGC over the next few years is their massive project pipeline in the western offshore, where the company is currently executing projects worth nearly 33,000 crores aimed at sustaining and increasing production. Another key catalyst for the company is their partnership with BP under their technical services partnership. On the gas front, multiple projects are nearing commercialization. The Daman Upside Development Project has already started commissioning wells, with all 15 wells expected to be operational by September or October after the monsoon. ONGC is also expanding into adjacent energy businesses. The company expects the renewable energy portfolio to reach 3 GW and is progressing with multiple LNG projects, expanding its petrochemical business through new joint ventures, and developing port and shipping infrastructure to strengthen its integrated energy ecosystem. If you want exposure to some of the best stocks and sectors, check out our curated list of small cases. All you have to do is visit tradebrainsportal.smallcase.com or visit the link in the description. Skim through the list and select the small case that you want to invest in and click on subscribe now. Enter your email and proceed to select your plan. Once you've selected, use the code PAYDAY15 to get an additional discount on your subscription. Proceed further by adding your PAN and phone number to the billing information and continue. Following that, you will receive an OTP on your number. Input that, make the payment, and you're good to go. In just a few simple steps, you get access to a model portfolio of stocks, which is a blend of growth and value by investing in quality businesses with strong earning growth. Now coming back to the list of stocks, the next stock is Oil India. The company is transforming into a much larger integrated energy player with over 1 lakh square kilometers of exploration arcade, operations across 63 exploration blocks, and an aggressive push into offshore exploration. And this is where the government's new policy could be a major tailwind for the company. As of FY26, 3 offshore drilling operations of the company are already underway. And according to the management of the company, the government plans to fund 2D and 3D seismic surveys and also bear part of the cost of deep water and ultra deep water exploratory wells. And this could be a game changer for the company because deep water exploration is one of the most expensive activities in the oil industry. By sharing these exploration costs, the government significantly lowers the financial risk for companies like Oil India, allowing them to accelerate drilling across their offshore portfolio. Beyond upstream exploration, the company is simultaneously expanding its natural gas infrastructure, city gas distribution network, refinery business, renewable energy portfolio, and overseas assets, making it a much more diversified energy company than it was a few years ago. So if India's offshore oil exploration activity gathers pace in the next few years, Oil India is positioned to benefit not only from higher discoveries but also from increased drilling activity, stronger production potential, and a growing integrated energy ecosystem. In FY26, the company reported a revenue of operations of rupees 33,946 crore and a net profit of 7,551 crore. The next stock on the list is Deep Industries. The company is India's only listed onshore and offshore oil field services company. They provide drilling rigs, worker rigs, gas compression units, gas processing facilities, production enhancement services, integrated product management, and offshore support vessels. The company estimates that it covers nearly 70% of the post-exploration oil and gas value chain. Whenever the government opens more exploration blocks, companies like ONGC, Oil India, and private explorers don't just need capital. They need drilling rigs, workover services, gas processing infrastructure, and production enhancement solution. And that's exactly where Deep Industries operate. The company highlights that most of its newly offered DSF and CBM blocks are onshore, where projects are cheaper to execute, approvals are faster, and the discovery to production cycle is much shorter. The company currently owns 20 onshore rigs, including 6 drilling rigs and 14 workover rigs, along with more than 80 gas processing and compression units. It is also expanding into higher capacity drilling rigs to cater to rising demand. Deep Industries has also entered into offshore oil field services. In Q1 of FY27, their revenue grew nearly 40% year-on-year to 279 crore, their EBITDA increased 39% to 132 crore, and their profits rose 44% to 89 crore, supported by a healthy order book of over 3,000 crores. The next stock on the list is Hindustan Oil Exploration Company. The company already has a diversified portfolio of producing, development, and exploration assets spread across India's key hydrocarbon basins. The company is entering a transformational phase backed by producing assets that generate cash flow and multiple near-term drilling opportunities. Their B80 offshore field in Mumbai High still has around 26 million barrels of 2P reserve, while only about 1 million barrels have been produced so far, leaving a significant amount of recoverable reserves. The company also plans to carry out workovers on existing wells, optimize production facilities, improve reservoir management, and drill additional development wells. They also plan to complete workovers on 2 subsea wells, followed by drilling 3 new wells with an estimated capex of approximately $30.5 million in FY27. Another major opportunity for the company is B15, which is another offshore Mumbai High block awarded under the government's Discovered Small Fields regime. Beyond Mumbai High, the company also sees a strong opportunity in their gas field from the Kaveri Basin. In the northeastern region, the company has already completed a 9-well campaign, doubled oil production, and discovered higher gas potential than initially expected, with another 9 wells planned going forward. Going forward, the company is targeting production to increase from the current levels to around 11,000 barrels of oil equivalents per day by 2027, 22,000 by 2028, and 32,000 by 2029, supported by multiple drilling campaigns, production optimization, and infrastructure expansion across its asset portfolio. In FY26, the company reported a revenue of 263 crores and their profits came in at 63 crores. The next stock to benefit is Vedanta Oil and Gas Limited. The company is India's largest private oil and gas exploration and production company. They have interest in 44 exploration blocks spread across more than 47,000 square kilometers with a resource base of 1.4 billion barrels of oil equivalent, giving it significant exposure to both producing and exploration assets across Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and Assam. In Q1 of FY27, the newly demerged company reported a revenue of 2,507 crores, while their EBITDA rose 16% quarter-on-quarter to 1,232 crores. Their average gross operated production production stood at 77.7 thousand barrels of oil equivalent per day, even as the company continued to manage natural reservoir decline across its mature fields. One of the biggest positives for the company during the quarter was their gas discovery in Rajasthan. Along with this, the company continues to invest in exploration drilling, enhanced oil recovery projects, and infill development campaigns aimed at increasing production and expanding resources over the medium term. It has focused on well productivity improvement in Rajasthan, targeted recovery from satellite fields, low pressure operations in offshore asset, and cost efficient well intervention activities while maintaining stable production from OLAP blocks. And this is precisely why the government's Samudra Manthan initiative can become a major catalyst for the company. Vedanta Oil and Gas, which already has a large exploration portfolio and is actively pursuing deep gas discoveries, lower exploration costs could accelerate drilling activity, improve project economics, and increasing the probability of commercial discoveries. So to sum it up, this isn't a one-quarter opportunity. Exploration in general is a long cycle business. Typically, the process starts with exploration, discovery, appraisal, development, and then moves to production. And this can take years to complete. So this represents a long-term structural theme that could unfold over the next few years. India's new Samudra Manthan initiative is one of the country's most ambitious efforts to improve energy security and reduce reliance on imported crude by accelerating offshore exploration. The program combines government funding, seismic surveys, exploratory drillings, and shared infrastructure to encourage greater participation in deep water and ultra deep water exploration. And eventually for investors, this opportunity will extend far beyond traditional oil producers. Companies across the entire value chain from exploration and engineering to offshore services and infrastructure could see long-term benefits if the project execution gathers pace. So which stock do you think will be the biggest beneficiary of India's Samudra Manthan scheme? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you.